we're going to be hearing a lot more of over the next few weeks, you would expect. It's a breakaway rugby competition. So think IPL, well, any sort of... IPL's a perfect one. Live Golf, another one, Gus. So Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, he's been linked to this Saudi-backed rebel competition on $1 million deal. That's initially. So it's Rugby 360. It is Saudi-backed. It's got some backers from NFL, from Premier League as well, from Formula One. There's big money in it. The 40 top players in the world are being targeted across rugby and rugby league, and on $2 million a year, £1 million for the top players. So Ellie's going, yeah, sign me up. Where do I play? Well, what do you think about this? It's very much like Live Golf.
Yeah, it is. And Live Golf, when we first started, we were like, oh, you know, we've got to be worried about the PGA. But it's actually worked out really well. You only have to go to Adelaide to see that, how much people enjoy it. And that's the end of the day. People want content. People want to go to live sport. The money is going to be there with the backers from Saudi. Have we been sort of desensitised around the money from Saudi Arabia? Because initially we're all outraged by that. I think at the end of the day now, we want our best sports people to be paid well, and we want to watch good sport. So, you know, I'm excited to see where we're going to go with this.
I reckon the players have been desensitised by the money. That's for sure. Matt, your take?
Money talks. I think I like it. I like a disruptor. We saw a similar thing in swimming with the International Swim League. It ultimately failed, but the end result was that World Aquatics started paying swimmers and athletes more in prize money and appearance fees. So as long as it keeps people in the sport, people interested, more eyes on the sport, I think it's great.
So, Ellie, what these backers are saying is that it's got a bit stale. The rugby's got a bit stale, and now they're going to sort of model it on like a Grand Prix situation. They'll play in London, they'll play in Sao Paulo, they'll play in Spain, New York, LA. It's got a bit of sexiness about it. They're trying to attract a new audience. Is that a good thing for rugby?
I think it can be. You know, sport always has to try and change and evolve with what the current, you know, population wants to see, and this is going to be certainly very innovative and bring the sport to an entirely new audience. And as you mentioned, the pay deal is about 5 times more than the rugby players would be earning otherwise here. But I think innovation's always really good for sport. Obviously, you know, with the Saudi-backed investment, it does leave a bit of a bad taste on people's mouths. But at the end of the day, you know, I think this is going to be really good for the sport and do amazing things and really challenge the way that we play rugby and the way that we consume rugby. And yeah, I'm for it. I just don't think it's going to work.
I think Rugby League are going to have a lot to say about that, and Peter Volantis in particular will not be liking this discussion in any way, and he'll point to the fact that, you know, rugby is not as good a game as Rugby League. Why would Rugby League players want to go there? Well, £1 million a year, like you said, is going to be a big cherry for that, because the #1 Rugby League players are not getting paid that amount of money, and they're obviously not playing as many games as well. So you can see why an athlete might want to have a crack at it, especially Roger, who's done everything in the game, played every game, played both games, and it's a nice little payday for him. Yeah.